See, first off, which quest is this? Oh, change to actually having a chat. Okay, cosmic armor or cosmic armor breaks. You can do that. What does Miles have? Okay, so I'm fine as long as I don't eat a heavy. Excuse me. So it's just a Miles with redoubled determination. Seems fine. Guess I had, or wish I had Katie, but that's all right. Let's bring this so that Surfer can bypass Mist more reliably, and then we'll bring one decent Miles counter and we'll call it a day. Nice. I'm glad to hear that, Illusion. I don't think they always need to be super simple, but given all the complaints recently, that's probably a good thing. I don't really want to play around with Miles. Let's just do this. Oh, and it'll make Surfer pop off. Yeah, this will be fun. Hey, Paul, Top Ray, how's it going, guys? Hey, Cyber. Hey, Bean. What's the extra one here? No, this is just the normal. Not gonna lie. Expected that to do a bit more. Hey, Easy, how's it going, man? Helped my T2A stash. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna need you to throw that. That's fine. I'm trying to get better at that dex, and I do it sometimes. So I'm going to keep going for it and just miss it. Hey, Sarghost. Baiting specials from her is so annoying. There we go. It's just super early. Way too early. That's okay, I was spamming. Come on, man. I forgot how much her animations annoyed me, honestly, until recently. Because they really do. Thanks, Illusion. I know very little about Terrax. I just took him to Sig 200 a while ago, but I haven't played him much. I didn't realize that the chance was different across the specials. Yeah, good to know. I just knew that the power gain buff was there because it's very obvious, and I was like, cool, then that's good. But that makes sense. Yeah, there was a bug fix, Topper. Since I knew this was coming up today one way or another, but yeah, I'll talk about it. There was a bug fix with Shocker. He was scaling his Furies in a way that no Furies are ever supposed to scale, and so we fixed it. But I do want to say that everything in the deep dive was accurate regardless, except for literally just the opening shot of the deep dive against Wolverine. Yeah, it was modified attack instead of base. And if anybody is confused as to why a modified attack increase is absolutely bonkers, then we can talk about that. But it's going to get into math quickly, so I'm not going to go there unless somebody asks for it. But yeah, the opening shot against, like the one shot of Wolverine in Realm of Legends, that was specifically with boosts and recoil masteries, and so that will not be recreatable. But basically everything else you saw in the deep dive will be. Like, he's still going to function totally fine. Because we had kind of tuned him around that, we changed the logic so he still gets, like, his attack rating gets larger with class advantage, because we wanted that to stay the same. And that's not something we normally do, but, like, you know, we didn't want to release him 40% weaker than we had tuned him. Hey, Law, how's it going? Trying to learn Valkyrie. Once she's ramped up, should I be throwing a heavy and then special 2? Only throw a heavy if you are completely sure the fight is going to be over easy. A lot of people just go straight into the special 2 into block, and that is perfectly fine. Okay, is anyone else's YouTube yelling at them and trying to get them to send a bunch of, like, freaking reactions or something? Because I'm assuming that's not y'all doing that, and it's getting very annoying. Hey, John, how's it going? And hey, ASAP, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's not a good feeling. Okay. Well, I think it stopped when I finally clicked on things. That feels like they were just trying to make sure I was aware of some feature somewhere. Hey, Gerald. I've always liked Arcus's Special 3. He's a good one. Hey, Cream Cheese, how's it going, man? And yeah, Toffrey, I hear you on that one. This is gonna be obnoxious. Glad to hear, man. Yeah, I haven't really tackled the Sinister Vault stuff either, Toffrey. Okay, YouTube's doing it again. I'm gonna have to Google that afterwards because that's so annoying. Yeah, Scroll is very annoying. It's okay. I fight him in AQ every day. Am I planning on releasing any more videos for the Glossary series? At some point, yeah. They do take a fair amount of work, and I guess I'm not entirely sure what I should be... which one I should be making next. Excuse me. One second, I'm gonna be right back. Love Arcus's idle animation. Yeah, the little, like, fisticuffs thing. It's funny. I'll take a look at it when I get there, Barbarian. I know I playtested Doc at least once, but it's been a while. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, Toffrey, on that rank 4 relic. Cool stuff. I got plenty of embers. If you do the 22-hour events, it's easy to sit on a whole bunch of the big basic embers. Gallon and Hulkling. Oh, does that mean it's a power burn one? I don't know why I tried to respond there. That was odd. I hate his recovery timing so much. It has never not been annoying. Do all the 22-hour events still short on embers? Interesting. Yeah, I guess if you just burn through a lot right away, having the sigil's the big difference maker. Like, I know that it is a big one, but I constantly have expiring embers, and so I don't think that's it. I think it's probably also that you just have more relics than I do, and so you're probably burning through them faster. Which makes sense. That's how it's supposed to work when you do a bunch of battlegrounds. Oh, you do have the sigil. Then yeah, it has to just be you're going through a ton of relics. I wish I had places to put my embers, man. Does Arcus have a really low crit rate? Only have 5 5-star relics, not that many. That's more than me. But I also got lucky and unlucky, depending on how you want to look at it. Pulled 3 of the same one. I know I'll be happy for it later. Vision, Arcus. No, his crit rate is completely medium. I was just unlucky for a streak there. That's fine. Surfer is amazing, Gerald. People sleep on him so hard. Hey, Jason, how's it going, man? Yeah, the Winter Soldier Relic on Elsa is very fun. Hey, Campo, morning. Is it intended that class embers don't give a bonus when you use on the same class? I thought they did. I don't know. There's a number of things about embers that don't make sense to me. Like the fact that they don't sort themselves so that the class that you want is at the top. The fact that the selection doesn't persist. There's just a few UI things that we have to still deal with. I'm good, just allergies, you know? It's that time of year. Then that's probably not intended to follow up on that. I don't know why I did that, but that's okay. Come on, buddy. Oh, because I didn't go for the special one. I honestly forgot. That's on me. Okay, let's go for the special one. Got too used to doing it with the heavies. I take prescription allergy pills 365 days a year. Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't say I wasn't feeling it at all, but I was doing okay. Um, until yesterday morning when we flew back from DC and just the flight plus not quite enough sleep. I was just a faucet all day yesterday. Never fun. Yeah, Shocker does look great, Cyber. I agree. Hey, Devil Dog. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just a bunch of armor ups and power burn. Cool. And then, okay, it's the tech one. Sounds good. Actually, you know what? Let's try Arcus. That'll be fun. We'll bring Teddy just cuz, and Tex. Yeah, allergies plus Ramadan doesn't sound fun. The V on his belt stands for his original villain name, the Vibrator. Okay, so in one sense, that's obviously a much better name for his powers, but yeah, makes sense why they changed it. Hey, Jason. Nose surgery 2 days ago? Woof. Sorry, bud. Stop that, Magnus. Hey, Campo. Yeah. I need to not, like, try and heavy counter with him out of the blue and remember that his range is actually terrible, but I do love playing him when it works out. Mentally flatlined. Any reason the Vision Relic is so good on Mysterio? Well, it makes poison stronger. It privileges passive heal blocks specifically, and is good with heal blocks in general. So yeah, it's definitely his best one. Floating champs throw me off. Never really had that issue with him, but I get you. I say as I immediately miss a reparry, but that's not a floating issue. Yeah, old school Doctor Strange was hilarious. Do I know how to play Hulkbuster? Who knows? We'll find out. Not off to a good start with not saying his name. Do you want to throw that? Cool. Hey, where's my passive heal block? Love knowing that node is buggy. Oh no, it's a duration one at the start. That's why. Cool, that's simple enough. Yeah, me too, Magnus. Was just double checking on when we can talk about the Shuri Natuma stuff. Which, as far as I remember, embargo dates are themselves under embargo, so I'm not going to tell you, but now I know. Yeah, Campo, he's fun. should have gone for the heavy chain immediately off that, but that's fine. We're doing okay. Okay, Campo. Idum isn't that good on this particular set, so there's that. What the frick just happened? I've definitely noticed a bit more, this is not how you play Penny, but I've definitely noticed a bit more weirdness with lag on special activation in the last week, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he was, for sure, Toffer. Hey, Captain, how's it going? Yeah, Campo's got those classified releases down pat. Take care, Illusion. I'm not going to pretend that my Hulkbuster play makes any sense easy. I'm just kind of going into the node a bit. Because I figure that the armor break for the Furies here is more important than the shocks. But I'm just kind of playing around. Had loads of fun with Raccoon. Yeah, definitely perfect for him. Is Wolverine worth the rank 4? I don't know, man. Um, yeah. Like, I think I would at some point, because he's fun. And obviously he goes burr in incursions and in AQ, but that's kind of all he does. So I don't know. Oh, right, you can't do more. Should have gone straight for special 3. Okay, well, I did this wrong. the worst part about Doc Ock is always, always baiting his specials. Okay. See if we can get this rolling. Hey, Bitter. Yes, I know the age is heavy. More focused on the armor break setup. Because that's what's going to allow me to live, assuming I can. Need to stop blocking attacks, though. Probably going to go straight back to another special 3 for this to work. I hate his combos. I will never not hate his combos. Why am I not removing more? I know the armor breaks stack up to 10, but shouldn't they be reapplying? Okay, well that sucks. Alright, this isn't going to work then. These armor breaks are capped at 10, but that's okay, that's not actually what's happening. What's happening is that it won't apply if they're at 10, but that's not actually what max stacks means anywhere else in game. That's frustrating. Alright, sending myself a note. I'm a bad person and just used Gallon. That's fine. What class am I going to go for next? I don't know. Let's say skill. Sometimes I really hate being in a US dominated game. Sorry, bud. Cool, that one. Hey, AJ. Cool, glad you're enjoying it. I mean, they're going to keep rotating through. That's how they have been and how they will be. Excuse me. Does Shocker get charges from hitting his block? I don't remember. What does it say? I don't think he does, because I believe it says when struck. And as a general rule, struck means not on block. Yeah, landing or being struck by. There you go. I did not realize that the weakness node triggered through blocks, not gonna lie. I came very close to taking a bomb to rank 4 last night. I don't know, user. I think that if there's a node in Thronebreaker at this point, we can expect people to have a 3-star relic of a given class. Like, if you're saying that that would make it okay, then I would say it's probably okay. So taunts aren't literally weaknesses, Jay. I don't believe that they work for these nodes. Yeah. It's not literally a weakness as in like the named effect, but it has that effect baked into it. I'll try him on my next path. Because this says debuff. It shouldn't do that. Like, you should get the Fury for each time a debuff expires on the defender. You should... No. Okay, yeah. So that's what you're looking at. Because any debuff expiring gives him the Fury, but you shouldn't be getting the fragilities because you don't have weakness, exhaustion, or fatigue. So that's the distinction there. Hey, BK, how's it going? No worries. I'm still glad that you're enjoying MJ. I've seen way too much negativity about that lately. That's not quite what I meant to do, but that's fine. Rude. Thank you. I think I only have a rank 1, but I'll give him a shot in the next path, Jay. This is why I don't make the big YouTube buck spitter. For the record, yes, I do know what I'm doing here. Nope, back up. Back up and stay backed up. Thank you. Oh, she tricked me. Alright, that's fine. Let's make sure we don't eat a full special too. Probably could have closed it out there if she hadn't caught me, but that's fine. Penny. Oh, she got a perfect block in there. That was annoying. And I did not back off there, but sure. I appreciate it, Jay. I'm sorry to hear that, Easy. It's a bummer, but honestly, we have no other choice. Because if it didn't count as a death, people would just constantly force close their games. It's basically impossible to tell the difference between that and a true crash. And people would just abuse it so that they never died if it didn't work that way. Hey, Cesar. I have now been eliminated. I didn't stream my last round because I was in DC and I didn't bring my capture card. Or more accurately, I streamed it to Vegas Discord, but I don't know that anybody was watching. But yeah, I'm eliminated for now. As in for the rest of this tournament. Perfect blocked Masakre's special too. I was fuming. Yeah, I've had that happen before in AQ. That's super annoying in a tournament match. I'm sorry. Oh, easy. He doesn't mean parry. He means like literally roll a perfect block. Yeah, so some people, like some champions have a built-in perfect block chance. Like Odin has a 10% chance at all times. But then if you are running points in the mastery, then you have up to a 4% chance to do it at all times. So pretty much everyone has 1% chance. So Bitter got very unlucky. It's She-Hulk and Mr. Fantastic. You need both of them, Jay. Odin. Thank you. Yeah, it's very strong for this node. Yeah, I agree, Campo. The difference is super apparent. I know Nerd took his to Sig 200 and insists he feels it all the way up, which I get, but I gotta say that I'm really liking mine at Sig 80. Because that's, I've done this before, but for people who haven't heard me talk about it. So, I-Bomb Sig gives you poison, petrify, and acid burn effects lasting up to 30% longer. His poisons in his base kit last 25 seconds, right? And so that means that at max Sig, you're getting 25 times 1.3, which is 32.5, right? So you're getting 7.5 more seconds. That's actually a really, really big deal when you're trying to get uptime on them, to control healing, and to stack them into acid burn. But even, I think mine is still Sig 80. So that Sig 80 gives you 22.79% longer, which is going to be 25 times 1.279, which is 30.7 seconds. And so you're still getting almost 6 extra seconds over the base, even with just that investment. It is super worth it. Consider giving Sigs to I-Bomb if you like it. Don't try and start something, G. He hasn't come up. We don't talk about him if there's not a reason to. Why did I not get more Furies than that? Probably because Power Stings get consumed rather than ending naturally. I hadn't really thought about that. Guess I should have stunned him more. Weird. Um, once I dupe Spidey's going up to at least rank 3. Yeah, he's on my list for sure. He's fun. Odin may be my new favorite champ to hear you scold like a small misbehaving child. Launched Special 2 when Ma had like 10% health left. He perfect blocked it, and since the first hit didn't kill, the second hit went through and he faltered. Oh, that's brutal, Top Ray. Hey, Vega, how's it going, man? Happy Friday. If I could choose one champ for my account, would I prefer Sandman or Shocker? So, don't take this as one over the other. I would pick Shocker because I feel like that's more what my techs need. I feel like I have the things that Sandman would give my science class covered, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be true for everyone else or even for most people. I think both of them have very clear uses. Sandman has one of the quickest and most powerful heal reversals in the game already. Yeah, agreed, Sarah Ghost. Spidey gets a ton of benefit out of that. Cool. Now buttons are working again. That was a weird little sequence. I don't know why I did that. I always, not always, but I do that way too much. I really needed to stack some bleeds before doing that. Like that. Yeah, poison, bleed, and shock. Yeah, that makes sense, Shibby. I do think Shocker is primarily aimed at Battlegrounds, but there are going to be places for him other than that. Yeah, that makes sense, Bitter. Sandman is fun. I really like his playstyle. It was a difficult one to get right from a design standpoint, I'll be honest. Like, his designer got a lot of feedback from us kind of pushing in one way or another throughout the process, but I really like where it landed. They did a great job. Thank you for being my anger translator, Toffrey. Counter Strike on Mysterio. Remember why I didn't like this one. I feel like we haven't had a big time heel reverse champ in a while. Yeah. No, he's a good move in that direction. The same way that like Absorbing Man was a move in that direction of like, hey, remember heal reversal? Remember how that's really good sometimes? Eh. Okay. Thought Sandman would be harder on defense. He's easy plus free willpower healing. So, couple things, Magnus. For one thing, he is not free willpower healing when you're dealing with an opponent with max despair. We figured that one out very quickly. Second, yeah, there were worlds in which he was definitely worse on defense, but his designer made the call that like basically there's only so much design time, right? And if we had made him a harder defender, it's possible his attacker kit wouldn't have come together quite as smoothly. And so, like, this was where we decided to put the resources. Like, we knew everybody loved or wanted Sandman, right? He was the number one most requested person for a while. Um, yeah, it was important to make sure that he was a satisfying attacker. And then the defense was kind of like, you know what? It's fine. We didn't need to basically ship Thing 2.0, right? Given all the immunities and the unstoppable. I think it landed in a good spot. Hey, Prince. Thanks for being here. Feel like they want you to use a spider champ for theme there. Yeah, maybe so. You're probably right on the Constitution thing. Excuse me. Next time I go through, Jay, what I normally do for EQ is do every quest once to get through to the ends, and then I'll go back. But I can prioritize the science quest. Hey, Nier, how's it going? Yeah, Sandman was this designer's first champion. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak fully for it, but I'm sure they felt some pressure. Like I felt it with Absorbing Man, and he's less less intense on that scale than Sandman for sure. I'm all. Thank you. Really would not want to be the guy designing Gladiator. funny story. Not me. I realized I realized as soon as that came out of my as soon as that came out of my mouth, that was the assumption y'all would have. No, but Sandman's designer is actually the one currently on Gladiator, fun fact. Yeah, Jay, it is a massive win. I'm honestly worried that we overcorrected on the revive thing a little bit. Time will tell there. Absorbing Man banned for Terex. That's very funny, Richard. I've only seen him banned a couple times. That's funny. Not at the moment, Alberto. I'm down for it, but I need to get out of the Gladiator circuit. This week really put me behind. What? Where was my power? Some of those hits definitely did not give me the power I should have gotten through block, right? I'm not imagining that. Weird. It is early on in his tech stand. All of Sandman's debuffs last 1 second, but they fall off one at a time. So that's just all of his debuffs follow that behavior. Should I take Kate to rank 4? That's up to you, man. I mean, if you're enjoying her and the perfect release on the special one is feeling good, I think there's a very good argument for it. Her prestige is obviously solid, right? I would take her to rank 4 in a heartbeat, but I built her very much knowing she wouldn't be for everybody. He only gains power through block when ignited. I thought I was still ignited. Because I was getting power, it felt like it was like every other. Hold on. Yeah, I was still ignited. The ignited only fell off after that special. I swear one of the lights didn't give it to me either. You're right, it is baseball bat attacks. You know what it is? I think I convinced myself in AQ that the final medium was giving me power. And I think I was confusing it with the fact that I take a polka dot power lane with Massacre in AQ. And so I probably had just barely tipped over the line from polka dot power. Okay, that makes sense. I did, BK, yeah. I know you weren't alone in that. I don't think I've said this on stream yet, so this is probably a great place to say it. Nobody told me that they were doing an incursions event with Kate as a boss until she was kit locked. So please don't blame me for that. I made her easier as a defender than originally intended. I might have gone even further if I had known that they were going to do that for her first month in the contest. Very fun. Here's hoping my next champion doesn't perfectly line up with the next incursions. Yeah, I was considering Masacre to rank 4 yesterday, too. There are just so many champions I want at rank 4. That's really what it comes down to. Beautiful. Hey, noob, how's it going? If my next champ does not naturally have purple on them. uh, we get there when we get there. Yeah, no, somehow I feel like I'm the only person still using rank 3s in AQ, nah. Masacre and Venompool are both rank 3. Which is why I was considering both of them. I don't know, I think it was time on the other one, and like I said, I was almost capped on Mutant. Alright, let me land a heavy. Jerk. Stupid armor. You bring rank 3, Nick? Okay. Glad I'm not alone. Do I have off days during Easter? Kind of. I am planning on still doing some work later today and on Monday, because since I was traveling this last week, I definitely I made some important meetings, but I also did not do a whole lot outside of that. So I need to make that up. But yes, the studio is closed today. And I think on Monday, if it's not closed on Monday, at least a lot of people are not going to be there. Finally caved and gave things to rank 3. Yeah, it is what it is. Rank 3, Beardo, and Black Panther and AQ for me. For one thing, I do want to clarify. I felt like the only person in our alliance. I didn't want to speak outside of that. because Herc belongs in AQ because I despise them both. They were made for each other. No gems wasted. Yeah, I'm still happy to hear that. What was I going to do here again? Oh, yeah. Jerk. Me. I'll avoid Counter-Strike. Mysterio. Will you, though? Avoid Counter-Strike by getting hit. Honestly, kind of better. Thanks, Richard. If I could delete one champ from the game, Herc excluded. Yeah, Quake is way up there. Especially because if we're truly talking delete, like, Quake is one that I would love to delete because I would love to rebuild her from the ground up. Like, I've said before, Hercules is stupid and broken. Ghost is too strong. Magic is too strong. Nick is too strong. Apocalypse is a little bit too strong. Nimrod is a little bit too strong. Both of them kind of in design places. Doom is too strong. Like, there's a list, right? But all of the others I just mentioned, I feel like can be tuned down and be fine. Quake is the one where you kind of just you need to make significant changes to her core gameplay for her to actually be okay. And it's extremely difficult to make core changes to a character's gameplay and have the community not go absolutely insane. So she's the one that I would like to delete and then rebuild from the ground up because I like the character. I just think that she's a bit too degenerate. Have I seen the offer today? I have not. Me too, Bitter. That would be signing us up for some pretty heavy backlash, though, given the other stuff that's going on right now. So, I don't know, man. Cool. I don't even know where to start on that vanilla. It feels like you might not be being totally sincere, which also is kind of why I don't want to get started on that, but there's a whole lot going on there. What I mean by not sincere is that feels kind of disingenuous to me because do you not understand that the team is multiple people and that it changes over time? Like you see, yet they're still released, but like there's so much going on there. Hercules was released when we had one person on the balance team in charge of making sure that questing content made sense, that war content made sense, that every new character made sense. They were also looking forward to new initiatives. They're not perfect, they got missed. And I am, to be honest, convinced that their designer was motivated to try and get things by balance. I think that happened multiple times. And when you have people within Kabam who seem motivated to release broken characters and are trying to get it around the one person balance team, I don't think it's really shocking that they release in a state that's too strong. Like, that covers certain characters, and then we didn't have rebalancing in place, so it wasn't easy to go and claw it back. We, of course, have the right to in the future, but like we didn't have the system already set up. That's part of the reason we do have the system now. And then for some characters, like design is complicated, dude. There are over 200 characters in this game. There are synergies, there are relics. It's very easy to miss an interaction or underestimate something and miss a little bit high one way or the other. It's not like we're looking at a character as they go out the door and go, well, that's busted, but it's totally okay. We'll make money. Like, no, we're never, ever doing that. And so that's kind of why I said it felt disingenuous, because I'm just a little surprised by that comment. Me too, bitter. Me too. Excuse me. Revive fix into a quake nerve would really upset a subset of the community that doesn't actually like the game. Each. Mentioned Doom and others. Yeah, same thing. I think that Doom's designer was intentionally making them too strong and was kind of hiding the extent to which they did that. I also think that some of the things about Doom's kit are subtle enough that their full extent wasn't really known until they came out. Like, keep in mind, Doom is the first and last character to really have that level of crit resistance. And we had never done that on somebody who also had a bunch of armor that crits then wouldn't get through. I think, like, it's easy in hindsight to say, oh, wow, Doom is going to be excessively tanky because of a combination of those two things. But I don't blame them for missing it on release because nobody else had ever pushed that button before. And then I've mentioned Apocalypse and Nimrod in particular. It's not that they're too strong in a like you test them against somebody and you're like, well, that clearly cannot be right. I don't think that they cross that line. With them, it's more the number of things they turn off in their target class is just too broad and too absolute, and they make it hard to design future characters around that. And that is something that's extremely difficult to see ahead of time until it has already happened. Like, we talk about that stuff in design reviews now. We talk about not putting out characters that do to a class what Apocalypse did to Skill or what Nimrod did to Mutant. Because for the long-term health of the game, that's a bad call. But not having been on the team, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it wasn't acknowledged then as quite the danger that it is now. It's a team with a lot of people that's had turnover, but we also have to learn certain lessons. And that doesn't mean that we intentionally released things that were too strong as a team. I do still think, like I said, that one person probably did push that envelope a little bit. But as a team, we kind of have to learn some things. And sometimes we learn things the hard way. And that's why most games have regular balance passes to allow the design team to learn their lessons. As opposed to just saying, well, that's your job to get it right the first time. Duh. Like, no. I think that's enough of a rant for a minute. I'm going to read through chat real quick and then do a fight. No, that was honestly BK. I think I can speak to enough of the team that's been here through that time. That was never the intent. Like it's very easy from a correlation standpoint to look at the team and go, "Oh wow, they waited for the money to roll in." But knowing the people involved in those decisions, at least the ones that I know personally that were there at the time, I think it's much more, well, people have spent money, people are excited. Let's wait and see if the data is actually that bad because we don't want to make a change. We don't want to do that to them because they spent money. It's exactly the opposite logic. And then the data comes in and they go, oh, yeah, no, that's absolutely broken. We never should have put that out. But now we've let them have it for a while and it's harder to claw back. And so like that's the feedback loop. That's why other games set the expectation of balancing from the get-go. I think it's something that we need to do. We just kind of need to keep doing little nerfs here and there. I'm sure somebody will be rebalanced down eventually. I've already said I expect, even if nothing else changes about Carl, I want to take out his fight start regen because that was something that had an impact beyond what was designed, and so it makes sense to strip out. Like, that's not to take away money from people after they cashed in on getting 200 kills on defense. That's we have a process that waits for data and then actions on it, right? Does that make sense? You have a QA background, still see regressions at my job site from a year ago, return after updates. I think I follow what you mean, yeah. Vega, I love you. Look at Marvel Snap. Cards are getting balanced almost weekly, and they're setting that expectation. Yeah, 100%. No, Rogue, I don't think somebody did say Rouge. No. Why did I finish with a medium? I just wanted this fight to take 6 million years. Every time I hear the wind, I think I'm fighting Thanos. Got some PTSD there, bud? I get what you mean. Hey, it's you, good. Ugh. Big brain fart, Campo. Come on, buddy. Alright, we back? It looks like we're back. That's so annoying. My internet just dropped out. Well, as you can see, I did get a nice little crit there to finish out the fight. Cool 125k. Grr. Rude. Okay, think I think what happened there. Gee, we get it. Um, I think what happened there is that when my internet went down the first time, it actually swapped over to Wi-Fi from the wired connection, and then that second crash was it going back to the wired connection without telling me. Because I didn't lose any time in the actual game there. Cool. Super fun. Hopefully that's it. Gonna go ahead and knock on wood. Understand if I can't answer this one. What do I think of today's deal? Oh, yeah. I don't think I've looked at it yet. Is it up? Or do I need to... Yeah, I need to restart, don't I? Okay, 1 second. Spoiler, I went for my champion again and didn't get her. I mean, I think I can say, Vega, that the ship has kind of sailed on whether or not spring cleaning is coming. Because we already put this in game. And that sounds like the kind of name that we would save for an event. But yeah, let me check out the deal. Okay, so it's a crystal, not a selector. And it's half a cat. Not gonna lie, there's a chance I would have gotten this yesterday to save myself some loyalty, but I don't know. I think it's... Yeah, so I guess that because of that you can buy 4 of it. To me, this seems like solid value. Like, I wouldn't judge anybody for getting it, but I'm definitely not going to. If this was 4 selectors, I would be like, ooh, don't mind me, and I would definitely get it. But I think that this is, like, the fact that it's random means that you have to get very lucky for this to make a real difference for your account. And then the basics... It's not, again, it's not that this is bad value, but it's a little bit understated for something that I would jump on. The limit 4, again, is the thing that gets you. What do you mean, Campo? Take care, BK. Have a good one. Hey, bye, guy. How's it going? Cool. Love that. Come here, America. Why did I do that? Who knows? Oh, that's why. Okay. I was like, I knew I had a reason for messing with her. Okay. You can buy it 4 times. I don't think the equivalent has been sold yet. Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah. It definitely feels new. I think the cost is still high enough that it doesn't bother me, and the fact that like nobody can guarantee they get a full cat from it as well keeps it under control, but yeah, interesting. Hey, Snoops. Doreen. Yeah, I agree. I love Toad. His design is so good. No, we did not, Snoops. We had a very bad day. There's always one. And we had a good enough first week that I guess we were due. Weren't we missing 10%? No, we were not missing it. Basically what happened there, Richard, is that it was hidden. Sometimes this happens where, like, the item was credited to everyone's account who bought that before it showed up. It just wasn't visible. But, like, they went through and fixed that. I actually did get that daily card and got the 10%. So if you bought it and you think you're missing that, go check your inventory. You probably have a crystal. I think that's totally fair, Vega. It wasn't an automatic at all. But for me, it was enough value over the month that I was like, sure. Yeah, agreed, Campo. Go for it. Gorgeous. And that's why it's worth giving Toad SIGs. If you're sure it's not in the inventory, then send in a report, Richard. Dupe spot today. Do I think he's okay staying at SIG 20? I think that's where mine is for now. He definitely scales well. Yeah, because let's see. The instant rupture damage is not that important. It's good, but it's not huge. And you're getting a better return on that than on the other one. Because, like, obviously it scales pretty linearly, and so you're... At SIG 20, you haven't made a ton of progress from SIG 0. It's a very small percentage of the distance between SIG 0 and SIG 200. But if you look at it as the distance between not having the SIG at all and SIG 200, then I think SIG 20 is quite good because it's giving you about 60% of the overall benefit. Panic Dex Moss Special 2 for the first time. Very cool. It's hard to evaluate the value of the Battle Pass. I mean, I think the Battle Pass is always good value. You get, what is it? You get units and energy and boosts out of it, as well as a fair amount of crystals. But yes, I completely agree. I have no idea how much those bobbleheads are worth. Afternoon, David. Yeah, Toad is fantastic. If I bought 4 of those, I'd get all mutant. Yeah, there's that side of it as well. I don't remember if I ever tested this. Let's give it a shot. Whoops, that's not who I meant to enter the fight with. Well, that's fine. Too soon. Him actually clipping me coming out of the ground caught me. We definitely should have given him a version of despair for this. Gross. I really thought I got out of the way of that. Nice, Cameron. I mean, there's always a sweet spot for this kind of stuff, if you want to think about it that way, but I definitely built Carl to benefit all the way up to 200. Alright, let's try this special 2 decks again. There we go. So his recovery is a bit sketchy, but the dex itself is fine. Whoops, why did I do that? Yeah, I agree, Campo. He looks good. Okay, cool. Punishable. I thought it was. I was just slow last time. How do I like the new OG Spidey buff? I like it quite a bit. I made a video on it that came out Wednesday. Would recommend checking that out if you got questions. Oh, talking about the ban thing, David? Yeah. I'm glad we were able to prove that one. I don't have a lot of tolerance for mercs. Have I played other Marvel games? I have not played Future Fight. And from the videos I've seen of it, I am not interested. I did play Strike Force for a little bit. That I liked the gameplay for Strike Force, but I got fairly annoyed with the monetization. And honestly, this is kind of a running theme for me with other games is that I really, really like that our game is real-time combat because even though in console games I prefer the kind of strategy-based stuff that something like Strike Force will do. Like I really like Midnight Suns. I really like the turn-based stuff in Dragon Age Origins. I really enjoy like the Total War games. I like turn-based, thoughtful gameplay. But I think that it is much, much harder to balance the free-to-play experience and provide real room for skill expression in turn-based combat. Because like I've also been playing around a little bit with this Avatar Generations mobile game that has some of that as well. Um, and like if you're facing somebody who spent money on their team and has a much larger team than you, there's no real skill to it. Like you can try and set something up so that you weaken them or blah 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 blah. But like if they've put more into their speed stat, their characters go first. And if they have all of their other stats leveled up and all that kind of stuff, then their characters are going to one-shot you. There's no skill in, do I go first? Nope. Oops, I'm dead. Like, there is nothing you can do. Whereas in this game, it doesn't matter how strong the opponent is, you have a chance, right? Like, that's kind of the premise of MSD's whole channel. And obviously, he spends a bit on the game, I spend a bit on the game, but like, I feel like my money is worth more, is more efficiently applied to my account because there's also so much room for skill expression and for strategy and for RPG knowledge and for tactics. Like, this might not apply the same way to a console game, but when we're talking about like a free to play gotcha game, I love that our game is built around that because I think it has made us land in a much healthier spot over time. The permahacks were a little much, Pie Guy. I think there's a chance that we bring back something where you can get hacks that last permanently, but I think we would need to do more work to kind of balance the overall mode. And some of those hacks in particular were too strong and will need a pass before we ever do something like that again. I didn't see anything in the CCP dab. Sometimes people just get caught. Doesn't mean that the CCP is out to get them. Cosmetics are only the best monetization if people will buy them, Dan, which means that it's not something you just add in later. I see that all the time where people are like, oh, I wish that MCOC just sold cosmetics. It's like, okay, but would you buy them? Well, no, but somebody would, and you'd make enough money. And no, that's it's just not true. Or they're like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I might spend like $10 on a cosmetic, and then, like, that's still money, right? Well, yeah, but you wouldn't have spent the $50 you spent on a pre release bundle yesterday. Well, yeah, I would like that for free, and then I can spend $10. Like, it's. For cosmetics to work, it has to be the premise of the game from the ground up. Like, it works great for Snap, but we can't just snap our fingers, no pun intended, and have it work for us. I'd be surprised Fortnite makes bank on cosmetics. Fortnite has had cosmetics since its very early days. Again, it's not something that just happens. Yeah, Vega, I hear you. A lot of scary people in those tournaments. Yeah, thank you, Rogue. I haven't played Fortnite enough to, like, confidently say that, but I was under the impression that cosmetics were always a key part of their gameplay. Which just proves what I said more than anything else. I guess this works. We should try them out. I didn't say it wouldn't be welcomed in MCOC vanilla. I said it will not replace the monetization that's already here. It has to be part of it from the beginning for it to be a major component. And I've seen a whole lot of people suggest cosmetics like as a replacement for content that requires any skill to get through, for allowing people to spend money and increase their odds of getting champions, for selling offers that include rank up materials. And I don't think that that is realistic or feasible. Yeah, exactly what Campo said. People will spend here and there for cosmetics in this game, and if we put effort into it, then we could probably get them to do more of that. But it's never going to take over. Yeah, and that's a healthy attitude to have, Kai. Because this is kind of where it comes down to for me. It's like the game should be fun for free to play people. The game should allow free to play people to progress and to feel like they're getting something out of it. But there's kind of a limit on how much free to play should get you, in my opinion. And if, like, I've seen people who say, well, I don't spend and I'm not very good, and then what comes out next roughly translates to I don't understand why I can't be in the top 10%. And like that's why. If by your own admission you're not that good at the game and you don't spend, that's the rub. And then like one or the other will get you a certain amount of the way, but I think it still makes sense that eventually both is gonna be what defines the very top. If it made my heart look like Shala. And that is kind of another thing for our game. Like a game like Fortnite, as far as I know, somebody can correct me if this is incorrect. Oh my. I didn't use the pre fight. I'm not sitting here through that. 1 second. Um. It is when. No, this one is just. No, it is that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while. Um. But somebody can correct me on this. But my understanding is that in Fortnite, it's basically one skeleton that all the cosmetics fit on, right? It's like whether you look like Darth Vader or Jar Jar Binks or freaking Moana, like you're moving pretty much the same, right? That is very, very different than saying, oh yeah, just build a cosmetic and throw it on Tigra's animation system and make her look like somebody else or make her have a completely different model set of clothing or whatever and just, yeah, sure, what could go wrong? Like the art in our game just doesn't work that way. 8 different builds? Okay, yeah. It's still way, way less than this. Sentinel skin for Tigra. Absolutely. Hey, MSD, how's it going? This is the best mobile game for free to play, hands down. Been playing for almost 3 years. Never felt like I was stuck at a certain point and had to pay. That's really good to hear. Because I agree, but I also know that I've spent here and there to speed things up for myself, and so I find it difficult to speak with absolute authority on that. Yeah, exactly, easy. Exactly that. And if you choose to walk, to follow that metaphor of taxi versus bus versus walking, if you choose to walk, you don't get to be angry that the person who took the taxi got there sooner and isn't sweaty. You can be angry at the overarching economic system that allowed the person who took the taxi to do so more easily. I will happily join you, but you don't get to be mad at them because they did that. One of the only cosmetic ideas I would see working in the current state is badges, emblems, or brag stats. Yeah, that kind of stuff would be fun, and there are a few people on the team who very much want that. Taxis are pay to win. Yes, they are. Oh, Reverend for frigid. That's on me. Such a waste. And that was dumb. One of the... Or no, I already read that one. Yeah, for sure, no. Loser's doing great. I like walking. It's peaceful and calm. Yeah, I like walking too. But sometimes I get out of a meeting and I've agreed to meet somebody for dinner in 20 minutes 2 miles away. So walking is not an option. When did I take Mystic Spidey up? Sometime last month. After enjoying him on those nodes. Come on, Mojo. Gross. Why did I dash back again? Alright. Haven't done this yet this month. These are the OG Calf Crystal. Take care, Campo. That could be neat, Pie, I agree. Come on. Whoops, that's on me. How did emojis do? I don't know. I haven't seen the data. I'm sure we're going to bring more. We're definitely going to keep trying to introduce positive ones, but also, you know, people are people. Sir, thank you. Yeah, for sure, I was fan. And you have quite a bit. Your account is seriously impressive. Mojo's prompt RNG is like eye bombs when you're fighting him without a poison immune. I hear that. Hey, William. Ace, how's it going? Take care, Vega. Wow, that Mysterio is a jerk. Port, hold on. Oof! Spidey cannot block. Apparently I can't dex, so this is where we are. At least that time I could parry it. Oh, that makes sense, Cyber. Like when you were talking about the Heimdall too. That's funny. Oh, I believe I did it again. Alright, he's gonna be so much better on the other path. I can't accidentally waste the special too. Oh, so dumb. With like small text options along with the emojis at some point. Yeah, I think that that's probably something that would happen eventually. Glad I ranked need instead of prestige. Yeah. I mean, I tend to go for both, but that's just the way I play the game, and it requires something of me. Excuse me. I like using the Uru form, but meaning to ask. So if you throw a special 3 with Carl, you get a long pause. During that long pause, if you throw a special 1, the pause stays, but the form doesn't stay paused anymore. Yeah, that's how pauses tend to work. Um, at least that's how pauses that are looking for very specific effects work. You can have a general pause that's like pause all incinerates, right? Um, but if you're looking for pause my incinerate, then it is looking for like a specific instance of that incinerate, and if it gets replaced or refreshed or other stuff like that, then you lose it. I probably could have done something weird to make the pause hold after you throw it, but honestly, that's not really what that's intended for. It's more like you get that long pause, and it means that you're basically guaranteed to get morph charges off your next special because you can probably get back up to the special 1 or the special 2 before the pause goes away. But that's also why you get that benefit of the big crit rate boost for the full duration of it, because that stays clear whether your form is ticking down or not, or that stays there whether your form is ticking down or not. So I hope that makes sense. Can I imagine if somebody was that far behind? It's happened before. That's why I didn't want to assume. Yeah. Big agree with Easy on Tigra. Don't try to be fancy with her out of the gate. Just learn the basics. And that will be good enough for most things, and the rest will come, or you'll know not to use her there. Retiring 5-star torch from war is something I've always wanted to do. Yeah, retiring 5 stars is generally helpful. Ugh, I'm sorry, O's fan. I thought you were gonna skip this one, but I'm still sorry to hear it, bud. Ouch. Why is he unstoppable again? Oh, Newton's law. Okay, so just intercept him. Ah, I didn't realize he was over 50. Okay, I'll get used to this. Oh, those are the rushdown charges, Bitter. I suppose it makes sense if they're overlapping with Valkyrie, but yeah, not intended. Nah, I don't really agree at all, Pika. Like, yes, it's a passive, and that's because mystics aren't supposed to be the counters. But Gore is immune to heal block, and Absorbing Man is not. And so you can basically use half the Science class, um, or a good chunk of the Tech class. If his regen gets touched, it's going to be because his offensive data is scary. I don't think his regen is too strong on defense at all. It demands an answer, but there are answers. Hey, Dot. Who's the designer that made Shocker? Love his dev notes. Same one as Titania and Zemo. They do have a really good sense of humor, I agree. On the plus side, I'm at almost 2 mutant T6CC. Yeah. Well, I hope you have someone you're happy to take up, Don. Excuse me. Cool, doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm sure you would, Rogue. Nothing really to open, right? Just making sure. I guess these. Yay, ISO. Oh yeah, we might as well do this. See, this is what I mean. It's like, even though it's a lot of small stuff, I feel like the Battle Pass is basically always worth it if you're somebody who spends on the game at all. Because it adds up. Shouldn't I have true Paragon crystals in here somewhere? Probably already scrolled past them. There they are. Oh, calf crystals. Right. Because Paragon crystals don't exist. It was a weird thing to say. Hey! Ugh. We need to buff Laura. probably be Wags. That makes sense. I don't have a 5-star Overseer? Interesting. I think I'm going to grab Jubilee, though, because I can just duel with the 3 or 4-star if that ever comes up. And I want the shards. Weapon X? Yeah, that would be a good one. Cool. Yeah, I know it came up earlier. Where are my 7-star shards? So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Although obviously I'm also saving 6-star shards, so I don't think I have enough yet to get me to like another round number after 40, so I'm just going to treat that as 40 for now. Oh, right, this thing. I don't need this. I want my units. Yep. It is obviously easier to buy these now that they can sit in the overflow, though. That is a cool change. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out. I am hoping to do Battlegrounds, but it might be. It's not today. It probably won't be tomorrow. It might be Sunday. Got some stuff going on tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna grab lunch. Definitely keep an eye out for my War 2 and 3 video. I'm gonna combine those two, put that out either later today or tomorrow morning. Haven't decided yet. But until then, take care, everybody. And yeah, for those of you who celebrate Easter, enjoy the holiday weekend. For those of you who don't, hopefully you have the holiday weekend anyway, and enjoy that. Take care.